Hello there.
You don't listen, do you?
I'm Pickle Rick!
You have failed this city. I can do this all day. This is the way.
Welcome to another episode of Venting Views. I'm Josh.
I'm Pat.
I'm Connor.
And today we're going to be talking about coronavirus, specifically how it's affected the world and how the impact it's made on a lot of things. And it's just taking over a lot of... And I know this is kind of different to what we usually do. It's not sports or pop culture. It's going to be a bit different.
But the thing is, like, it literally is taking over, and it's affecting what we are passionate about. Like, we're passionate about sport, we're passionate about pop culture, and the virus is actually like cancelling and stopping those events. That's why we've come full circle. It's like now it's something that we need to talk about because
Every social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, everything is just coronavirus. It's just getting to the point where it's like, it's annoying. Like, all we talk about is
I'm
coronavirus.
sick of it. I'm really sick of it.
Even in the street, like, you sneeze and you get stared at like you're the devil or something horrible. Like, it's pissing me off. Like, I'll be honest, I was at the gym yesterday, I sneezed, and the half the gym is staring at me like I've come in and wanted to like hurt everyone.
Quarantine self, mate.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's the problem with the coronavirus is that, I mean, obviously the death rate and its infection, but it's like made everyone paranoid, and we see the effects of, you know, Woolies or Coles or anything to do.
Disgusting.
For those people that are outside Australia, Woolies and Coles are like our supermarket stores, and like all the sanitizer,
Like
all the toilet paper is people fighting over like one roll of toilet paper when like there's one person that has like 6 or 7 or just won't share one. That's why they've limited a lot of things.
Like, people were literally like fighting and grabbing everything they can, like it was like the end of the world, and it's just so ridiculous. Like, it actually frustrates me so much. But what the problem is, like, it's the media. The media makes it so much more worse than it actually is. Like, and it just scares people. I think that's what the big thing is, like little scares.
Let's say they're making us, we're like their puppets. Like, they've got the strings, they're working us and making us think, oh, we need to stock up on everything. We need to do this, we need to do that. And then when humans are sheep, they see one person do it, everyone goes and does it. Everyone just runs into
FOMO.
Like, I couldn't even go into the shops. I had to get toilet paper for like my family. I go in there's nothing. People are fighting. Someone got hit by a trolley. This is ridiculous. Like, shops, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, they're opening.
What shops you going in, bro?
Woolies. And that's ridiculous. It's a fight. It's a war zone in Woolies.
Sounds like USC.
Like, our local Woolies, we were there the other night, security guards were holding the toilet, giving out one per person.
Really?
That's ridiculous. Like, how are we supposed to, how can people, like, some people can't, like, leave, like, they might not be able to get up that early or go to work. Like, they might finish work in the night and not be able to get into it because it's gone. Then how are they supposed to live? Like, it's a dog-eat-dog world out here.
Yeah, people just, I think it's just the fear, like Pat said, it's just got everyone paranoid, and the media exploiting it, and it's just going to turn into this like epidemic, because at the start, people didn't take it seriously. There was a lot of memes, a lot of videos. It's like, oh, coronavirus, not really real. Yes, it is, or kind of. And this is in China, it was bad. And then what they should have probably done is locked it down straight away, but it spread, and it's just infected globally because it didn't kind of stop traveling or anything. But I mean, now they finally have at the point of this podcast.
Italy's been affected really badly. I think a lot of those Asian countries are hiding it, to be honest, because I think they will be worse. Italy's predominantly that older generation, so they're getting affected more, and then more people getting it, and then now that's why the hospitals are getting overrun, and that's why they're trying to lock down all of Italy. Most people in Italy are okay, but they're trying to lock it down so that the hospitals don't get...
They can't spread it more.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
that is why people are self-quarantining and they're stopping the sport and all this, because they don't want a mass group of people to go to all these hospitals, overrun. Hospitals can't handle it anymore, and then that's why it then turns even to a bigger problem.
I didn't take it actually seriously until they cancelled James Bond and delayed it till November. And then I was like, wait, is this going to really cause movies?
That's when it's affecting pop culture.
Movies, you know,
because
games getting cancelled.
They were scared no one wants to go out to the movies and watch it, and therefore they'll lose money. And obviously, I don't know who actually owns the Bond films. I don't know what company.
I mean, I can't remember specifically.
I don't know, but obviously it was enough for them to be worried they would lose money where they would actually make more money.
Well, look at Marvel with Black Widow. That comes out in a month.
That's what
they're doing nothing.
I'm pretty sure I think they
have to,
back.
but
I think they're pushing it back as well.
Are you sure? I've seen a lot of advertisement.
Yeah, but I saw a post this morning saying most like movie theaters are starting to like shut down.
Because that's what I thought. As soon as I saw that 007 was being pushed back, I'm like, well, surely Marvel will. Disney, they love their money. That's their big motivators. As soon as I heard that, I was like, surely they'll push it back.
The promotion for Black Widow has been ridiculous. We've been wanting a Black Widow movie since the franchise has started, since Scarlett Johansson's been in the role. We deserve one. And
I feel like they're going ahead though.
but they're doing it, I think, because we're gonna wait for another delay. They don't want to wait for another delay, so they're doing it. Or I don't know what Marvel's
Like,
mentality
I think
is.
within the
But
last week they released the final trailer.
yeah, they do.
Like they added the scene of where she was fighting in the car against Taskmaster.
Yeah. It was a good trailer and it showed a
Yeah.
lot, but it showed also from Marvel's perspective that they're not stopping.
That's what I mean. They're not scared. They're not slowing down. To be honest, they've got enough money. I think this little, even if it does affect them.
I'm not saying do what Bond did and just wait till November, but just at least wait maybe 1 or 2 months. It won't kill us.
I don't think it's going to kill it.
Because Marvel...
People are known to wait. Marvel make people wait. Like, look at all the movies that are coming out in the next 3-4 years.
The last 3-4 movies that came out was Far From Home, Captain Marvel, Endgame, Infinity War, and I think there was Ant-Man and the Wasp. All those movies, except for Ant-Man and the Wasp, reached 1 billion. So at the box office. So I think having those people go there is probably not the best thing.
Yeah, because then it's going to spread and then more stuff's going to happen.
It gets worse.
Because now we're looking at sport. Like, first we had, like, the Italian soccer league, that, because obviously in Italy it's bad, they got affected and then one player got it. So now the whole, like, they got to the point
As
where...
soon as one person from the sport gets it,
Yeah, they start with no fans allowed, and then as soon as a player gets it, that's when it shuts down. Then it jumped from the Italian league to, will the other soccer leagues follow? Then it went to NBA, and then NBA had no fans for 1 or 2 games, and then they finished the round, and then they found out 2 players from Utah Jazz got it, so then the whole league shut down. So that's now for 31 days. All the other leagues, like you got the 2 Europe, like Champions League, Europa League, that stopped. The Premier League just got announced, it stopped. They're not stopping until someone in the league or a manager or someone that's a part of the club has the virus, and then that's when they'll cut it. Because you still got like NRL, AFL, and the Australian Soccer League. I don't know if Australia's like, who gives a hell. They're still playing without fans until someone gets it.
Going to the football thing, a player called Rugani from Juve actually got infected, and Ronaldo actually said he's refused to come to training because he doesn't want to be infected. And it's just jeopardized. Yeah, it's also jeopardized like the people coming, but it's like they can't even play behind closed doors because originally they did, and now they can't.
Yeah, because now Dybala has
they
it.
said Dybala.
Yeah, now Dybala has it.
Yeah.
The other game, they don't know how far apart it was, but there's a video of Ronaldo kissing Dybala. So everyone's scared Ronaldo's got it. Ronaldo's one of the fittest sport athletes in the world. He'll be over it. People are saying that like Arteta's already got over it, and same with Callum Hudson Odoi. They're saying he's already got rid of it, and he had it 2 days ago.
That's the problem though. The media once again portrays it so bad. Like they're like, if you get it, you're gonna die. Not really. I've seen posts like
from 0 to 29 years old, it's 0.2% chance of dying. You just have to be fit and healthy.
But like of everyone that has it or has had it, it's like when 3% have died, 45% have survived, and 50 are like
have it. Yeah,
it's a real like
all
still
gonna get it
3%.
anyway.
3% is not a lot, but it's still like
it's still death. We don't want people to die. Obviously, that's not what we're saying. But there's a lot of scaremongering. Like a lot of people are like, need to prepare like it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
Like I feel like in 2012 everyone was like, oh, the world's going to end, and people were doing all this buying stuff. This is 10 times worse. Australia look like people from overseas are laughing at us because we're like going through shops and ransacking the whole shops.
They see the viral videos of us being absolute stupid.
We're actually a joke. Australia, generally speaking, like everyone makes memes, videos, TikToks, etc. All these things about Australia, like, oh, look at them. They're acting like it's the end of the world. I mean, it is a bad thing. People are panicking because they could go into lockdown.
Yeah.
But
people, they're trying to make sure they have enough stuff, but there's having enough stuff and there's having, I'm going to buy 150 packets of toilet rolls. Like, the disease doesn't make you, like, your pants.
Yeah.
That's what I first thought. I'm like,
if anything,
it's to do with your breathing. Why is everything?
If anything, it'd be masks, tissues, and like sanitizer. That would be, you'd think, the 3. You can't buy rice, you can't buy pasta, you can't buy milk. Like people that have like lactose intolerant and people that can't have normal milk can't even drink milk because people have taken it all. Woolies and Coles and Aldi and Costco, they're trying to keep the demand, but now they're starting to say 1 per customer. Or now as well, they just released a list, I don't know off by heart of all the items that are on it, but they're saying that you can't return any of these items on the list and they'll just send you away if you want to return it because people just panic buy and stuff like that.
The people that are joking about it, you'd rather joke about it than cry because we shouldn't, like, those people are not like, oh, this is the end of the world, so I'm going to kind of joke about it, but it's only just to kind of lessen our discomfort about, like, you saw Tom Hanks the other other day, like with his wife. They both got coronavirus and they got it from Gold Coast apparently, and we don't know. That's why it's got public people, celebrities, they're getting it, so we should feel like we're panicked. All these footballers getting announced, we should feel panicked. That's what it is.
Yeah, and Tom Hanks even came out and said, as soon as people were saying it, like as soon as he got it, him and his wife got tested straight away, they went straight into self-isolation. I think they're on the recovery side, and then they're going back to America. But everyone's panicking like yeah, they're normal humans. Like, and sports people, they're normal humans too. We don't have to be extra afraid because these guys are getting it. They're not invincible. They're not superheroes. Everyone's going to get it. I'm going to get it. We're all going to get it. So we may as well either just like not go out and get it, but stop being so scared of it. And like, we need to be cautious, yes, because we don't want our hospitals and health to like get taken over, because then obviously then we're in trouble. You're looking at all the countries, like Donald Trump this morning released a $50 billion fund to help like work with it, because now he's dropped into like saying, oh, we're in an emergency level in America.
Well, it's more of a delay, it's cancellation. So all those things, you look at like movie sets, like I know this is minor compared to what it's caused, but like Falcon and the Winter Soldier got delayed.
Yeah.
You know, shows.
Flash got delayed.
Batwoman, all those CW shows got
Everything
delayed.
will. That's what
Fast and Furious got put back to 2021 now.
That's what it'll just come down to. Everything will just...
It just gets delayed. And like, is that the precaution that we need to take? Then fair enough. I think hopefully it blows over, but mortality...
I don't think it's going to blow over, because
it'll take a couple months.
Yeah, we could be seeing this happening for a few more months. I don't think it's going to just, as much as we all want to blow over.
They've just got to slow down, like, and stop the people from letting people travel. That's what it's just going to be. They have to
it's the travel and the mass.
Because Australia's still piss weak. Like, they're still letting people in from other countries.
No, we're shutting down.
Yeah, now we are.
Oh, like,
but it should have done it last week or the week before that. Like,
there's 17 countries right of this moment that are currently in lockdown.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just, it'll get worse. The whole country just take precautions. But like somewhere like Egypt, they didn't even tell anyone. They had someone infected interacting with people, and they had people like cases, and they didn't even tell a single person.
Yeah, there's 208-9 countries in the world. We don't even, half of them could like be half infected. Like, I don't think India had any, and then out of nowhere they have like 50.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
well, China definitely didn't tell us.
China have more than what they're saying for sure.
Well, the numbers have gone down.
Well, now they've all been healed because they were the first to have it.
Yeah, they were first to hit. So now,
and they were smart. They locked down like the bit like Wuhan got locked down. Like, you couldn't even leave your house.
No, but they didn't just still do.
Yeah, they shouldn't. The big travel. I'm talking about like, you know, the country, but I'm saying like worldwide travel. They didn't shut it down.
As soon as it happened, they should have locked down that whole place and never let anyone leave. Doesn't matter what, but because
but then people are going to panic, and then countries are going to get pissed off and want their families back. That's what was happening. Political things will happen, and realistically, if you want to be tough, they should have just closed everything and kept it contained. But I know it's so much easier said than done, but... Yeah.
I know, as much as I'd love that to happen, but it's more like hypothetical. I mean, what can we do now? You can't be like...
You just got to deal with it as it is right now.
It's kind of getting worse, but even like in some situations with work environments, they want you to sanitize and Glen 20 everything just because you get people coming in, people going out.
You don't know who... You don't know. Especially like some jobs are like trades and you're seeing people every day, so you don't know... The person might have, you don't even know. You wouldn't even know yourself. Like, I could have it right now. I wouldn't even know because you don't know the symptoms until a couple of days or
well, in that case, I've got it as well.
It's
the first 14 days is undetectable, and you've got it.
Because people on that Japan cruise ship, there was a couple of guys, they had it from Australia.
Like so long ago.
Yeah, they had it. They didn't even know, and they had it, and they didn't even need to go to the doctors. Like, they're like, we're fine. And then when they did get tested, they're like, oh, you've recovered from it.
That's what I also feel. I feel like the coronavirus is a thing. I don't really know a lot about it. I just know that there's a virus and it's taking over everywhere, and
that's why. At the start, I was kind of conflicted because I was like thinking, maybe should we be taking this seriously, or is this something that's just kind of exclusive to China? But then I was like, that really old guy, I think he was 70 or he's 80, he was 83, 84, he passed away, and there was a 94-year-old woman, and then there was a 25-year-old girl who got infected, but I think she was fine, but I'm not really sure. There's small cases, some of them have passed away, but it seems to be more common in older people.
Yeah. If you're a healthy person, you just recover like it's normal, but then you got the people that have like bad health, like you might have like diseases.
They said it was the worst for young kids and older people.
Young kids, they're still like building up their like immune system and stuff like that. And old people, they have a weak immune system, and if you have diseases like possible like cancer or diabetes and stuff like that, that's when it starts affecting you. Even like if you're a heavy smoker, that puts you at risk straight away.
Yeah, it's more of the things that you have that could.
If you're a healthy person, I think you'll be fine as long as you get the right treatment and you take precaution and you do what you're told by medical professionals. Then I think you'll be okay.
I think there's two types of coronavirus. I think one's a bit more aggressive than the other. It's kind of like a killing kind of capable one, whereas the other one's a bit like light, flu symptoms.
Yeah, there's like the mild one.
I think the best way to detect it, I mean, I'm not a professional, but or a doctor, but I'm thinking like fever is probably the best way to be like, if you feel like you have a fever, it's probably the best way to detect it, because everyone's kind of got a cold. Like everyone's like change of weather.
You might get like a runny nose, like, oh crap, I've got it. And then you just sprint, you get to a doctor, like you like might sneeze at work and everyone panics and like get out and then go to
Sneeze 3 times.
Yeah, and then go to a like doctor or something, and then I want to go for a coronavirus test and the doctors have to do all this stuff, waste a test kit that you don't have. They're just like, you have a runny, like you don't even have anything. Yeah, you're good, you're taking precaution, but like, are you wasting it on like, because then you might go, oh, I've got a runny nose again, I don't have it, but actually you do have it because they're similar symptoms. So
yeah, even the doctors, I think they're a bit like lost because they're not really sure, because like, yeah, you do have the symptoms of the coronavirus, but the best way to detect it is through that fever. And
there's other, I think, body aches, I think it's sore.
Yeah, soreness, yeah.
Like sort of like a throat, but like going even down into like lung pain and stuff like that.
It's like an aggravated flu.
Yeah, it's just like a bad flu. But like there's so many more diseases out there, and they were saying like more people die from choking each year than the coronavirus is already killed. So like it's just being blown up.
It's because it's new. That's why people fear what's new.
Yeah.
Bloody
and me just go, oh, let's get so much money from this. Here, have that piece of information, have that piece of information.
It's literally been blown because of celebrities or people just getting it.
Because people think, oh, celebrities got it or a sport. Oh my God.
Clean,
like if Donald Trump or like Scott Morrison or something gets it, I think the world would shut down. Because like they're like, oh, they're the top of the top. Like they're the heroes of the world. Like, oh. Yeah. And then everyone will just turn into panic because they've got it.
I think if Donald Trump got it, they'll have a cure in like a day or two. Yeah. Because he's got the money, he's got the resources. Like he could easily...
I heard that the wife of Canada's president has it, or prime minister. I'm not entirely sure which one they call them, but the wife had it, so now they're both in isolation. So like,
I think it's good. I think go into get it. If you go into isolation, then you'll be okay. But just because they're a celebrity or a politician,
oh no, I'm just saying.
No, I know what you're saying.
It's not just the lower class.
Yeah, everyone's getting it. Everyone's going to get it. We're all going to get it.
Yeah, I think so. Let's just say like I get it, right? So do I just go into quarantine, or like my family goes into quarantine? My work, should they be fearful? Should they get checked out?
If you have those, because I know in my work they gave us a full like pamphlet of stuff, and they were saying like if you feel like you are getting sick or you may be getting those symptoms, leave straight away. Like obviously tell your work, leave, go get a doc, go get it. Because like I know they were saying it as well in my work. If I have it or if I've been overseas, I cannot go to work for 14 days unless I have a doctor's certificate saying that I do not have it.
In my opinion, I think that's stupid in terms of the paranoia, because we're in the stage in Australia in terms of weather, changing weather. People are getting a lot like hay fever, generally speaking.
Temperature's getting a bit colder now.
It's freezing because it's going to be like winter. I mean, it's cold right now. I mean, that's just how it is. But people are just getting sick. So I think it's honestly, in terms of paranoia, I think it's just going to worse because people like fear the fact of, just generally being scared of just flu symptoms. Like someone sneezes, someone coughs, someone just kind of scared.
There's so many worse things out there, and like people don't get scared by it, but because it's such in the front of everyone's face, they're all just in their pants.
And we're not saying that it shouldn't be taken seriously. It is taken seriously.
I think it's just got to the point where like we've just had enough. Like I'm just so overseeing it now. It's affecting everyone's personal lives. Like when United States put into an emergency, they put the call out for like all cruise ships around the world to cease. If you're in a cruise ship, you have to go to the port and then get out and go back like home. Like they don't want. Because they're one of the highest mass spreaders because of the amount of people on the boat. Like I was supposed to go on a trip to Europe, and then that's been cancelled because of all these coronavirus fears, and all these European countries are getting locked down. It's just annoying. Like it's just really affecting people's personal lives. Like we got to take it serious. Like I don't want to be overseas in a poor country and being quarantined. I'd rather be here in Australia, but.
I mean, would you go? Let's just say they were.
If I was still allowed to go, I'd go.
You would go. Yeah.
If I was still allowed to go right now, I would go.
Yeah, but like, I mean, you've been,
Yeah, I've wanted this holiday for like 9 months, so.
Yeah, I mean,
you've got to be smart as well. Like, you got to think about it. Like, do you want to be in one of those European countries and be quarantined? You can't speak their language compared to being at your own country where you can speak the language and there is obviously better health in Australia.
Yeah, but that's like saying that if you go to like New York, are you scared you're going to get shot? Like, I mean,
there's a lot of things you can.
The fact that you could be run over by a car tomorrow. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's just. I think it's
life.
it's just how it is.
I feel that, but I think the problem is like a lot of the media and stuff. But like it actually has a lot of effect. Like the economy is absolutely
Economy's dropped.
plummeted.
Like in Australia, Scott Morrison dropped 17 billion in the economy to help it. They're giving people on the dole. I think the uni allowance, and the pension and medical pension or something like that, $750 just to go buy clothes, food, anything that will help the market. And then I know as well the apprentices, they're getting, every apprentice, their employee is getting $21,000 to keep them in their apprenticeship, because obviously if your business is going down, you're going to sack the apprentice because they get nothing. So they're getting all this money to keep them in apprenticeships, which is good. But all the other people that are in jobs, like if you're like, you don't get anything. So you're still at risk.
There's no compensation, because what do? Do you take it out of your sick leave?
Do
you take holiday? You can't take
holidays. Is it leave without pay? Did the government pay for it?
Yeah.
There's no...
People got obligations. They've got kids to look after.
Families to look after. Yourself. Like how can you look after yourself if you're not even getting paid? Like people are wanting all these questions, but no one's answering these questions. They're just dropping money into it. There's going to be when there's no more money to drop into it because we're just dropping so much money.
Just to go over the stats of like the last 12 hours, 51.2% of patients have reportedly recovered in the last 12 hours.
Is that in the world or Australia?
That's world, and there's been 7 new countries and regions reporting cases in the past 36 hours. 3,000 people have passed in China because of the coronavirus, but there's been 138,000 cases and 5,000 deaths globally. Now, I think it's becoming a bit scary because the World Health Organization named it as a pandemic, and that's why
that got worse.
scared.
As soon as they did that,
I feel like the paranoia got like...
That's the thing that they're like, it is now a pandemic, but treated as the same.
Yeah.
They're like, we're officially calling it a pandemic.
Because they have to.
But everyone acts the same, and everyone else, like, and internally everyone's just...
And then everyone, once again, we're all sheep.
Alarm
and
bells,
then people just run around and start ransacking shops. This is insane. This reminds me of Fast and Furious, and when I saw this on Thursday, I couldn't believe it. I saw... like a page on Facebook share this. A toilet roll truck got hijacked in Bathurst. Then they drove it, like that is some Fast and Furious stuff, drove it down the highway and they rolled it.
Jeez.
So there's all toilet paper on the road. And what did people do? Someone found out, it got shared on Facebook. People were running through the police and everything to grab the toilet paper and run away. Like, who hijacks a truck full of toilet paper? That is ridiculous. That's what the world's coming to, and that is silly.
So
like, people could have died because his truck turned over because someone's trying to steal toilet paper.
That's literally what I'm like saying. It's just like you got people that have taken precautions, and then like even people interviewing other people after they've purchased and going, "Why have you bought toilet paper?" Sanitizer is understandable.
Yeah, that's
toilet paper, like people that come in with trolleys of toilet paper,
but it doesn't make. It does make sense.
It helps me prepare, and
whatever makes you feel good at night. But other people, like old people, like they only get a certain amount of money each week or fortnight, and they have to do their actual shopping. And I've seen pictures. They can't get anything.
Yeah.
And what are they going to do? They're not going to go out and fight like people off. Like I've seen videos of like these two ladies taking on another lady because she tried to take one of their toilet rolls, and they were fighting in Woolworths over toilet paper.
I heard about that.
Then the Woolies stepped in and they said no one gets it. They took the trolley off the two ladies.
You know what happened after that? The two ladies got done for
assault. I saw that. And then another lady got done for assault because she was trying to attack an old lady who was like, I think 75, probably in their 40s, trying to take on a lady who's in the 75, and she had one like packet of whatever it was, and the other lady has a trolley full. You're a joke.
Selfish.
Like, people are just selfish. It's ridiculous.
You see like the true colours of a lot of people as well. Like
100%.
Because when it's like on the end of the world,
every man for himself.
Exactly. Exactly. People just
like
panic.
my favorite video, and it is funny, but it is also about slack. I saw this Asian man he was in an aisle and he was holding 3 packets of toilet rolls. Then a lady sprints past, she grabs one, keeps running, and then a guy runs past, trips her over and steals that toilet roll.
What, the different guy, not the same guy?
A different person.
Oh, wow.
And then it's like, it's literally a dog eat dog world, whatever you can get. Like, and then I also, like, one of my workmates was telling me that his Coles, they've locked down toilet paper. It's behind the deli. They're not allowing anyone to get it because you have to, like, ask like a person, like, from Coles to get it because their employees have been spat on, they've been punched in the face, they've been, like, assaulted over toilet paper. That's ridiculous. And getting to the point where police and security are being at these Woolies at Coles, Aldi, and Costco just for like everyday items.
I think it's just becoming crazy. Even if you speak to your family members or friends, and it seems to be like when you're told, oh yeah, it should be considered serious, and then other people are saying, oh, not really. Like it's not something you should be taking. It's just got a lot of people angry, just irrational with how they behave. But I don't know how they can go home and be like, I'm happy.
Yeah, I just spent like $500 on all this stuff that I don't need.
Yeah.
And then what happens if they brought out a cure tomorrow and then these people have like 5,000 toilet rolls and they can't bring it back? What are they going to do? Just start throwing it in the bin? I
think their mentality is like, oh, it's something that doesn't spoil. Oh,
yeah,
well.
Who cares? What is it in like 100 years?
Yeah, why don't they be like, oh, you know what? If you need toilet paper.
Yeah. Like as well, when it first was happening, people were selling it on eBay and Facebook Marketplace for thousands of dollars.
It's $5,000, I think was one of them.
And then obviously people are trolling and saying like one sheet for $10 and stuff like that. But then I've seen people comment saying, yeah, I'll take this. And it's like $100 for like a pack of 25.
Yeah.
Who in their right mind is paying $100 for a pack of 25 toilet rolls when you can buy it for like $10? If I knew that, I would have bought heaps and just try and make money.
You could literally make profit off it.
Exactly.
Before this.
Who needs freaking pop culture and all this sport merchandise? Just buy toilet rolls and sell it.
It's pretty funny.
Funko
toilet rolls.
Yeah.
100% I like it.
Yeah. The toilet paper has really like been a strange one because
that makes
because you can get serviettes, you can get tissues. I mean,
you can get anything. You can get paper towels, tissues.
You can get like what makes a difference if you don't get that one toilet paper roll that you need? I think it's just become crazy.
Blown my mind, honestly.
Yeah, and it's just everything with delays. This is what it is. Like, oh, if you can't do this, and that's understandable. I think they should just. The only thing I really agree with the football is probably the Europa and Champions League one. Is the only thing I'm kind of happy that it got kind of delayed. Only because of the fact that you got players from different countries coming over, crossing.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst.
Yeah,
because you got teams coming in with like face masks and just make sure that they're.
Well, that's how I got into the Premier League because
of the international players.
The Greek owner of Olympiacos, he got it. Then he gave it to the Arsenal manager. But then that Greek guy also owns Nottingham Forest as well from the Championship.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, he has it, and then he gave it to the English guy, and then that got to Chelsea.
Surely some of the Wolves.
That's what I'm saying.
Now. But they just played Olympiacos.
Yeah, that's. But I don't think he was there. I think he's in isolation.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's just become ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's like a bit. Like you're going out to play these teams, and like there's not even a single fan, and it's just crickets. You see the people yell. It's like you actually hear what they say.
I think the only thing that hasn't been cancelled yet or postponed is the Olympics.
No. That's on.
That's Japan, isn't it?
Yeah, that's on. They said if it hasn't recovered by May, they're cancelling it.
They're going to hold out last.
Yeah, they'll hold out last minute because they put so much money into it.
As soon as a country is announced, like 5 years ahead, as soon as a country is announced as hosting the Olympics,
work that has to
they start building new.
Well, you look at the World Cup; they had to build 12 stadiums.
That's what I'm saying. So like they put that much money in. There's no way they can it so early. So they're going to.
Yeah, but obviously, you look at the Olympics. That's one of the biggest events ever. There's nearly every country is involved. Millions of people probably travel there. And that would just kick off the.
And didn't the Euros get cancelled as well? They get delayed.
The Euros. Yeah, they got delayed as well. But they weren't starting for a bit anyway.
They're so far away.
They're a bit far away, so that's okay.
Yeah.
But the problem is, like, it doesn't matter. Even stuff that far away, this stuff is just because everything's getting pushed down the line. Literally, like the way you look at it, this whole year is just getting pushed.
This year
down.
I saw a video this morning saying, "Can we have 2019 back?" It was like 2019 was. I hate 2019 now. Look at 2020. Got to be one of the worst years I've been alive for like world news and stuff.
We had the Australian
bushfire. We had floods. Kobe Bryant passed away in that helicopter crash.
His daughter. Yeah.
Now we have like coronavirus going on.
Yeah,
it's just I'd take 2019 back.
I think the repercussions is everything's going to just be delayed.
Yeah, I think this whole year is just going to be affected. The economy's going to be ruined.
Like the thing though, even when this virus has been not finished, but when it starts to find it, if they find a cure, which you hope so, they find a cure and they start reducing numbers and numbers start going down. Even when the virus is gone, the after effects is gonna play for pretty much this whole year. I reckon this whole year is just going to be tainted. This whole year's going not having it.
Yeah,
but once it's gone, the effects of everything, it's going to be tainted the rest of the year. I reckon.
Yeah, well, everything's sort of slowly come back again.
It'll have to come back eventually, but in terms of like stock prices, that's going to be hard to kind of get back.
I mean, like. Everything will be different from now. Not like barren wasteland different, but I mean like it's not going to be. It's going to take a while.
Yeah, well, it's obviously really because countries still getting healed and like they can't. It's not like they can go here. Let's infect the whole country at the same time. So like everyone heals at the same time. Like you might get it. You might take 3 weeks to heal, or like a 50-year-old man might take a month to heal, or like a 10-year-old kid might take 2 days or something like that. So everyone's different. So obviously we're going to be talking about this for the next like months.
I think the impact that it has on sport is the fact that if one player gets it, they all get it.
Yeah.
Because they've all interacted
Because that's how it's going
at
to happen.
some point.
Yeah, that's how it's going to happen. That's why it's spread like...
Generally speaking, I think the coronavirus has just taken...
It's taken over the world. It's taken over everyone's thought processes. It's taken over the media.
Yeah.
I don't think every person on the planet is definitely talking about it.
Well, that's why we've done this. Like, we want to talk about it. Everyone's talking about it. So if you're actually listening to this because you're in quarantine or you have to be isolated, hey, I'm happy you found us. Like, I've been Pat.
Josh.
And I'm Connor.
So thanks for listening and, hope you enjoyed it.
Stay safe.